Well, the bucks are really growing them antlers. Some of them's got some nice racks going to be. And I did catch some fawns moving around. Mommy's starting to move them around pretty good. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. Now, it's been some nice rains around here. And when it ain't raining, it's so hot you can't stand it. But the animals seem to enjoy it pretty good. They love all this rain. And everything's just so nice. So nice. So I hope y'all had a good 4th of July last week. So, the pond, it's doing really nice. Really nice. So I want you to enjoy yourself. And let's see what's going on this week. Who stepped in front of the cameras and who did. So, enjoy yourself. Let's get started. We'll start out here at the pond. These little young bucks, they're growing their antlers back awful nice. And they love this pond. There's so many different grasses for them to feed on. And all different sizes too, these ants. And they run in little groups. So you see one, you'd liable to see 5 or 6. Hard to see them in this pond, these weeds up so high. Here, there's one bigger one. Nice racks on them. They're going to be nice ones. That looks like maybe probably an 8-pointer going to split off there. And I did catch some fawns this week. Here's one with Mommy. She's moving it around now. I just hope she can keep them away from them coyotes. Beautiful little thing. Look at it. So innocent. So vulnerable. Beautiful. And there's old Yeller out in the woods. Still doing his thing. He's hanging in there awful well for a one-eyed cat. And there's old Dirty Dan out on the trail. What he's into, them bugs are out. It's hatched out real good. These animals are feeding on them too. But he's moving around pretty good. Here he comes back. I guess he had to say hi to the camera. Hello there, Dirty Dan. And he moves on. And there's old Chucky out fooling around on a rainy morning. But they awful nervous. And there's little Ricky. They're feeding on them through bugs, nuts, whatever. And there's a young little squirrel there, little baby. Ain't that old, few weeks. Beautiful. And there at the tree, old Dirty Dan, he's feeding on these bugs and stuff. I don't know what they're feeding on, but they sure after them. And even the squirrels is on them. Either something coming out of these trees that I don't know of, or there's all kinds of little insects. Now my camera, for some reason or another, when I pulled the cards last week, I put it on snapshots instead of video. But I did get some pictures of old Dirty Dan. That's about it on the snapshot. I'm sorry about that one on the video. But out in the woods, those are still browsing in all these sprouts. But didn't see no fawn with that one. Sun going down, there's some turkeys getting ready to roost upon the ridge. Well, the old coons is coming off the den tree, and as they come on through, they They jump a bug or find something, gotta eat it, move on. So was old Willie out. They all in these bugs. Now these katydids is just getting started good. They're getting loud too. And there's an old, looks like Rocky too there, stopping in front of the camera, just to say hi, check things out. Now here's a pair. I thought that was Mr. and Mrs. Rocky, but that looks like Rocky and a different coon. I'm going to name this coon, it's got one eye missing, Bandit. Old Bandit. And there's a fox down in the cedars. I got the camera down in here now, trying to catch these owls, these katydids. But I ain't caught one yet. Now there's old Flat Top. I ain't seen him in a while, moving around the edge of his field, down these cedars. There he is coming back. That's old Flat Top. Haven't seen him in a while. And there's one. Looks like a young snowball, don't it? Moving through fast. And up in the rock, that's old Wishbone. We just can't see his head. That white tip on his tail there, that's Wishbone. And there's Bandit at the scent tree. Scratching around. And there's old Willie. Looks like he's got one eye out, but I don't think he does. But that's not Willie. That's Sidewinder. Now there's Willie, moving down the rock trail there. Big bugs moving out from him. Now there's Sidewinder right behind him. Bless his heart. And up on the ridge, like Rocky too moving through. There's Willie moving through. And guess what? There's old Sidewinder right behind him. But let's get what else is moving around. The old coyote. Old Charlie. Charlie the coyote. And here is a rare glimpse of Sidewinder and Rocky too feeding in the same place. But they seem to get along. That's old Sidewinder there, and that's old Rocky too. Down at the pond, it's check-in time. That's Rocky too down at the pond coming in. They travel a lot, don't they? But business as usual. Grub, worms, and frogs. They stay here all night till something runs them off, even up to daylight. At dawn, there's no buck up on the ridge, a young one moving through. And up on the ridge trail, there's a fawn following Mommy around. Ain't she beautiful? And there's a doe moving through with no fawn. Not that I could see. But it's time for the squirrels. They busy on these rainy days. They love it. Good and damp. And they always seem to find something to eat on. And they're comical. Always digging. And they like them bugs too. There's one awful nervous. Well, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. Hope you enjoy these little videos. So I want to thank you for watching. Tune in next week as the ridge turns. So God bless, and I'll see you next time.